All right, good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today for this hot topic session titled Exploring the Value of the Residential Real Estate Council's CRS designation. CRS meaning the Certified Residential Specialist. I'm Wesley Stefanik. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Delaware Association of Realtors. And again, thank you for all your interest in this topic and for being here this morning. Please note that this session is being recorded and it will be available later in our video library at delawarerealtor.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat box, or you can raise your hand using that feature, and we'll get to your questions as soon as we can. But please stay muted otherwise. I think right now you're forced to be muted, but we can open that up later. Also note that our next hot topic session will be in June. That session will be on the topic of housing choice vouchers, or what is commonly referred to as the Section 8 program. Before I hand the program off to our guests, I want to add a little more context as to why we are doing this session here today. Some of you may know we have a professional development committee here at DAR, and the committee has decided to focus our educational programming on a few select NAR designations and certifications, and one of those being the CRS designation. Since not that many members know what the RRC or what CRS is, that's why we are here today. So with that, I'm happy to welcome Corinne Geiger, the president of the RRC New Jersey Delaware chapter, and Michelle Childs Hickman, a New Jersey realtor. And I have to unmute them. Give me 1 second. All right, welcome both.
Good morning. How is everyone today? I'm Corinne Geiger, and I am the immediate past president of New Jersey Delaware CRS for this year. We also have Michelle Hickman here, and she is a network director, previous membership chair. I have been a realtor for 37 years. I have been on leadership for CRS for several years, probably about 6 years now, Michelle as well. So I just want to welcome everyone here today. I work for RE/MAX in Manahawkin, and that's New Jersey. And I'll let Michelle let you know where she is from. And we're here to also always welcome your referrals and hope to meet all of you soon.
Good morning. I'm Michelle Childs Hickman, 21-year realtor and a CRS since 2006. As Corinne said, I've worked with the board in New Jersey, Delaware for several years in different positions, and I love CRS, so I'm glad to be here. Okay.
I also have had my CRS designation since 2006. I didn't know we got it the same year, Michelle. Okay, so again, we're very happy to be here today. Let me share my screen so I can go to the presentation. Okay. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see this. So the CRS designation, what is it? Basically, that's why you're here, to find that out. The Residential Real Estate Council was established in 1976 to provide real estate brokers and agents with shared tools and knowledge. Recognizing the need for advanced education, the council developed training courses and established the Certified Residential Specialist, CRS designation. The council is recognized as the leading provider of real estate education and networking for residential real estate agents. The CRS designation is the most recognized and prestigious designation in the industry. CRSs are more successful than the average realtor. And as you can see on this slide, the comparison here between the 24 years in the business, average income of 127 and 24 annual transactions, plus 3.5 million in gross sales. The $495 annual fee, RRC members receive thousands of dollars of benefits, some of which we will highlight today. The council is a network of top producing professionals in the residential real estate industry. These are the agents that are shaping the future. They impact local markets and the industry every day. Grow your referral business by connecting with these top CRS designees and advance your career and business by volunteering to become a leader. There's so many benefits. We really don't have time to go into everything, but this is just some, and the CRS website has all of this information. That's where all of this was taken from. So it's a very, very comprehensive website. It has tons of information. It takes a little bit to navigate around it, and I can go into that later and go directly to the live website. I just wanted to do the PowerPoint in case the internet went down or something, and then we wouldn't have anything. So education, of course, networking, top 3% of the realtors in the country have their CRS designation. Referrals, top quality agents get referring you top quality clients. Friendships, support, encouragement, leadership, training, opportunities, marketing and lead generation tools, and member discounts also. Having the CRS designation provides you with numerous benefits, from marketing and lead generation tools to growing your business and connections and networking opportunities to increase your business and production. Okay, getting into the path to success here. These are the 4 basic steps to becoming a CRS, to getting your designation. Become a member, review the requirements, complete the education, and submit the application. Basically, you can become a member first. Choose your path. This explains a little bit about the 2 different programs that we offer. The first is more transactions, naturally, and the second one is more years of experience. I'll let Michelle hop on now and talk a little bit about the is that where you're going to talk? Yeah, that's where you're going to talk, Michelle. Go ahead. Just unmute.
Thank you. I had muted myself and I couldn't unmute. So,
That's okay.
All right. So yes, that's already a lot that you can see. And I wanted to make sure that that we stopped here for a second, just to make sure that everybody knows that you do not have to have your designation to start becoming a part of the community and start growing with CRS. One thing that we've learned over time is that if you are a part of and associated with people who are where you want to get to, it will help you get there faster. And we have such a great community of learners and professional agents that it's good to sign up, join, be a part of the chapter way before you get your designation so that you can grow along the way. But just to get a little further into what you need, we call it the 60-30-30 program, which is 60 transactions total or $30 million in volume over the last 5 years, and 30 hours of RRC education, which can be done through webinars, through a celebration convention, which we'll talk about later on, in a number of different ways. So you have a lot of opportunities to get the education. And unlike some designations, I encourage people not to think about it as something that you're trying to just get done and say that you have, but you can really enjoy it along the way. When I got my CRS designation in 2006, I visited classes in Washington, D.C., Connecticut, and New Jersey, because I use it as a way to connect and start to network with people while I was getting the designation. On the other side, if somebody is a pro in the industry, 10 years as an agent and over 150 transactions total lifetime, or an average of 1 million per year with at least 40 million, 40 transactions, then you can do it with less credits, 16 credits, and you can get in a little bit faster if you'd like to go the pro program and if you qualify that way. All right, Corinne.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so here's where you can check to see what courses are approved for CE in your state. This is right on our website, and you can come down and just click on the Delaware tab here, and it will bring you to the actual courses that are CE. Not all courses for CRS are CE, but they are packed full of incredible information and, you know, just tools and resources that are the best of the best. So, okay, so next slide. I'm going to highlight next the other education opportunities offered in addition to the CRS designation. The council's education is recognized as the best in the industry and includes live classroom courses, self-paced e-learning, live and on-demand webinars, videos, and articles. We have, I put this in here because we want to talk about the webinar bundle. Now, when you join or renew, you have access to get a ton of more webinars, and Michelle's going to go into this a little bit as well. Go ahead.
Do you have the page with the list? I think that's the next one.
Got it.
Thank you. So I know it's a little small, and that's fine. You don't have to read everything. The one thing that we wanted to point out here is that we do have what's called a bundle program that's gone on for the last couple of years, where instead of paying individually and adding up to $1,500 worth of material throughout the year, we were able to pay a one-time fee of $199 and have access to all of the webinars that you see in front of you, plus several more, because each month there are more being added. And the benefit here is, again, not only do we have some of the best teachers in the industry, but once you have signed up for the bundle, you will have the class deposited into your CRS account. So for instance, Saturday night, I had some time, so I decided to tune in for one on Saturday evening, pick up some tips that I can use this week. And that's kind of how it works. If it's a Monday and you're going for the one that's released today, you can tune in at 12 o'clock and listen in. And you can also share it, as I do sometimes with people in my office. So it's a really great other tool for learning and just keeping motivated and getting new ideas from fellow CRS agents.
Yeah, they're great webinars, and I usually tune in at night after I have worked all day. So, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I sit and watch it, and it's really great information. It's also good to tune in though live, because then you get to talk to each other in the chat and exchange information that way too. So, okay, let's move on. We now have 9 certifications available as well. Getting certified on specialized skill sets shows you've dedicated the time and the effort to master competencies in better assisting clients, distinguish yourself, and earn more of the council's professional certificates after completing the curriculum. So we have 9 certifications. These are new. They've been establishing these over the past couple of years. It's not the CRS designation, it's separate short certifications. They're usually only about 4 hours, I think, 4 or 6 hours, and you can sign up. And there's other requirements. You take the course and then you have to do some other things, and then you get your certification, like the smart home certification or the social media certification or negotiations. There is just more education, and it's really, and again, as Michelle said, our instructors are all top-notch instructors, and every one of them have been realtors and are realtors and brokers. We also have the virtual summits. Now, the virtual summits are classes that are available online a few times a year. Usually they're about 4 hours in length, and they offer tips and tricks on certain relevant topics. You'll be sure to pick up a lot of great information from these. On this slide, they're offering a bundle, so you can sign up for all 4, but it's not necessary. And you can do one. And also that is available on our website too. And at the end, I can even go to the website and show you how to get to all these places. FindA CRS is an awesome tool to help you, put you in touch with the prospective agents in the areas where your clients need to be. So FindA CRS is an app, and we'll go into that a little bit here. Elevate your FindA CRS profile, increase your referrals, and grow your network. Stay in the know. Michelle, I think you were going to speak on this, right?
Yes. So I don't know if we have any CRS agents on the call. We'd love to find out afterwards. But One thing that, if you've heard of the designation, you've probably heard people talk about networking and getting referrals and giving referrals. That's one of the other main benefits that we talk about. So you saw the list of what it takes to be a CRS. So the good thing about that is that it looks like a lot, you know, it's not for everybody, but you know that if you have a client that needs to move across country or sometimes even out of the country, you can look in the directory and you can find somebody who is a CRS and know that you're putting your client in good hands. And for that, you will receive a referral fee. So there are a lot of people who've been in business now for many years who can make a significant amount just by referring out clients and being connected to the network. The one thing that I wanted to say is when you join and you get hooked in, I encourage people to, number one, make sure they have a photo on their CRS website so that if somebody's looking for you, they know not only who you are, but that you've taken the time to put a photo on your site. The other really nice thing about the site now is that it allows you to see the education that people have done. So that's what I use. If I'm sending, let's say somebody to Syracuse and I pull up the network and there are 8 choices of agents, I'm going to look to see how full their profile is. And then I'm going to look and see who's done the most education in the last year or so. And that's right on the site. So for mine, for instance, since I signed up for the bundle, if somebody's looking for me, they're going to look and they're going to see all of the webinars listed. So that's 2 things. Oh, the other thing is making sure that you realize that you can get referrals too. You can do referrals 2 different ways, both incoming and outgoing. A lot of times people will focus on referrals that came in. How many referrals did you get as an agent? And I like to focus on the outgoing referrals and making sure that I'm turning people over. And I can also control that a little bit better because I know if I'm making sure I tell my client base that wherever you go, you call me first, I can put you in good hands, then it's nice to have checks coming in.
Right, right. Yeah, it's comforting knowing that you're putting your client in the hands of a CRS. And, you know, we have other referral sources as well, our company and other networks, but I always look for, try to get, you know, a company agent plus, you know, a CRS. So you can download the app right from here. If you want to point your phone to the QR code, you could actually download it.
That's a good point. You, even if you're not a designee now, or even a part of the chapter, if you have somebody that is going somewhere and you know that they need a good agent, you find them a CRS, they're going to be taken care of.
That's it. Okay. Okay. So, let's see, this is about broker solutions. This is another tool that the RRC is offering to small brokers, to brokers that have 1 or 2 offices, and they're dedicated to serve the independent broker owners, and they do customized education, consulting services. They offer a lot for teams and for brokers. Okay. We also have the, wait a second, yep. We also have a free subscription to Inman Select. So that's another member benefit, $199 value. You can access Inman Select right on the CRS.com website. And you can read all the articles and get all that information from that great source. We also have our own magazine, The Residential Specialist, and there's tons of articles and great things in that magazine, and you can read it right online. It's available online, and you can also have it mailed to you. Globalizing your business, sharing renovation tips, lots of great information on here too. There is also a consumer portion of the website, and the consumers can go on here and research why working with the CRS residential specialist is to their benefit. It points out that only the top 3% of the real estate agents in the US are CRSs. We have customized marketing materials, lots of great information, newsletters that you can print out. marketing videos. You can download those and share them. They're just all CRS specific. We have Foodify as well. Now, NAR has Foodify, and also maybe some of your companies have that. But Foodify now partnered with CRS, so we can do social media posts for specifically for marketing and branding ourselves. This is also part of the Foodify information here, using the designation, using the logo and all that just helps build your brand. Okay. So we have a new thing that just started a couple months ago, Real Estate Real Talk, or RC podcast. And this podcast is has different guests every month, I believe, and brand new to our RC. You can actually view it right on the website or listen to it right on the website. And you can also download it in your favorite podcast platform. So I can take you there too if anyone has any questions about that. Okay. Volunteer opportunities. Of course, we're always looking for volunteers. There's a lot of different ways you can join our RC and be involved in leadership in a small way or a big way. We're network directors right now, which means that we go out and get networking events and functions together for the network. So we have been down in Delaware a few times and we're planning some more. So that's a good way to get involved as a network director. Also, you can join a committee and you can be at the national level on a committee, be a mentor, lots of different opportunities for volunteering. Michelle, I think you wanted to say some more about that.
Yes. So our state chapter is considered New Jersey, Delaware. Quite honestly, we are looking for more representation in Delaware. It's something that we really, really, really want to serve the agents of Delaware. But in order to do that, we need more people on the board as network directors. We can certainly talk to you afterwards or offline about what that means. But we have a mandate to serve New Jersey and Delaware. So we need you, and we'd like to have representation from the different counties of Delaware. We'll talk later about something we have coming up. But as Corinne said, right before COVID, I know we made an effort to be in Delaware for about 3 programs that year. We did the convention. Yep. We did something at the Peninsula, and we even had a holiday party in Delaware. So we've had a couple of people over the years who have been on the board, but we need more. It's really a fun board, a good set of people to work with. And if you're interested in referrals, if you happen to be one of the few people whose names we know in Delaware, guess who's going to get the referrals?
Right. That's right. Absolutely. And we are a fun group, aren't we? We are a fun group. And 2 of our instructors, our favorite instructors, are from Delaware, Frank Sirio and Mike Salvaggio. So, okay, let's move on. Okay, so we have testimonials, and we have lots of testimonials, but this is just a few. And we have agents that are just, in love with the designation, and they get so much from it, so much education, the best education. First time I walked out of a CRS class, my head was just like, wow, it was really very, very good information and taught very well. So, okay. So now we have some save the dates. We have our May governance meetings coming up in line with NAR. Our RC is in Washington as well. And we have 3 days, 2.5 probably, scheduled meetings. We have mastermind sessions. We have market updates and that type of thing. And we begin that on May 1st. Again, in conjunction with NAR's legislation meetings. Okay, celebration. Michelle's favorite topic. We just came back from celebration not too long ago. Fantastic. So go ahead, Michelle.
So I don't know how many of you have been to national conventions, but personally, I've been to NAR. I've been to our Berkshire Hathaway. I've been to our top producers, to our triple play. To Brian Buffini and to Jarrett James, I want to tell everybody that Celebration is the best out there, bar none. If you're looking for learning and things that are going to help your business, Celebration is the best out there. Partly because the whole community is all about sharing. So remember, we talked about only 3% of agents are CRS agents, which means when you go to a convention, there are not going to be 10 people from your office coming back with the same ideas. There probably won't even be 5 people from your state. So you can go, you can meet somebody from Texas or Utah or Idaho and sit with them at lunch, trade ideas. This is after, of course, the classes where we have excellent leaders who are leading the classes, but you can trade ideas and come back with things that you can use the very next week. And you might be the only one in your market who's doing something like it. So for instance, at the end of the year, at the end of the month, I think, Corinne, you know, I'm having finally a client movie day. I've wanted to do it. I've learned about it from the dailies in Baltimore and from several people who have done movie days over the years. I'm finally getting it done. I was able to tap into the CRS family at Celebration and on the website and get ideas for how to do it. And it's going to be a great event. So anybody who's thinking about it, you can go to Celebration and get most of your classes done in one shot if you want to do it that way in terms of getting your designation. But even if you don't want the designation, it's going to be a great time in Atlanta next year.
Sure is. We were in Phoenix and it was wonderful. Little cooler than I'd like, but it was a great, great conference. Okay, so we hope that you will become a part of the RRC community and kick your career into high gear by joining the professional association that can gain you access to the industry's best education, professional training, and one of the most powerful referral networks in the business. Belong to the best, learn from the best, and be the best. Please join our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook page if you search, and it is New Jersey/Delaware RRC. And we share lots of information on the page, everything that's happening within our network, and even things that are happening at the state level, and then also at the national level are shared on our page, as well as other states. People, you know, comment. We have sessions going on, you know, talking back and forth. So it's a great thing to join and become a part of. Tuesday, tomorrow, April 12th, we have Alexis Bolin, and she is an instructor, and she also is in the state of Florida. And we're going to have Tuesday Tips Mastermind. And that's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. There's still time to register. If you go on the Facebook page, just register, or here's the link right here if you want to copy it.
And if I can jump in, the reason we have Alexis tomorrow for Tuesday Tips is because she was one of the speakers at Celebration in February. And out of all of the great stuff that we saw, Alexis was my favorite this year. She's been a CRS for a long time. She's got so much heart. She's funny. She's just great. Got so many great ideas. If you really want to kind of get a flavor for what we are about, I would encourage you to take at least a half an hour tomorrow and sign up and tune in tomorrow, because it will give you a really nice idea of what we're talking about.
Great.
And I'm also texting our communication person right now to let her know that on the Facebook page, I'm not sure if you have to be accepted, but I'm giving her a heads up to let her know that a lot of you might be tuning in to follow the page as of today.
Right. We have a page and a group, but the page you can, I'm pretty sure you can just go right on there. Okay, our next event in person is a class on 1031 exchanges. That is in Manahawkin, New Jersey. I know that's quite far for some of you, but we do have this wonderful class coming up. Actually, it's part 2. We had a 1031 exchange last year, but this is minimizing taxes, maximizing wealth. And that's at April 26th from 9 to 12 at the Mainland Holiday Inn in Manahawkin on Route 72. I don't know how familiar anyone might be, but it's very close to Long Beach Islands, about 10 minutes over the bridge to LBI and about 30 minutes south to Atlantic City. So we're looking forward to this understanding the tax strategies class.
And again, Corinne, just to remind everybody, a lot of times our classes are in pretty fun places, so you can make an overnight of it. We certainly don't expect people to necessarily drive 2.5 hours away or whatever it is, but that's a pretty nice spot, a nice hotel. So, you know, this is a business expense. You can come up for the class, stay overnight and see what the area is like and, you know, take a break.
Right. And we do have some news for a Delaware class as well, right, Michelle?
Yes. So speaking of 2.5 to 3 hours away, we are planning right now for the first 2 weeks in June. We'll have dates out, hopefully solidified by a week from now. We're planning to have a class in Delaware, most likely at the Peninsula. Again, we talked about it being far. So when we come down from North Jersey, we're going to make an overnight of it, have a class, network with you all. Sometimes we add a happy hour to the event. So again, if somebody wants to raise their hand and help with something like that, if we had the happy hour, then all the agents in the area would be invited to come and network with us. But please stay tuned for that. That will be on the Facebook group, and we should have it solidified by early next week. And it's going to be a great, the last one we did there was just a great time. We've got a tour of the community. We had a great class. We networked, we traded referrals, and we're still talking about it 3 years later.
Definitely. Okay, so that is our presentation on CRS, and please, anyone has any questions at all or comments, we would be happy to talk. And this is our contact information if you need it down here on the bottom. I don't know if it's cut out. It's cut out on
It
my
is cut out. Yeah, the
Yeah.
phone number. We can give the phone numbers, certainly.
Right. Okay, I can do that.
I'll put my number in the chat, and Corinne, you can do the same. So if anybody wants to reach out.
Okay, great.
All right, if anybody has any questions, you are able to unmute yourself if you'd like to ask a question.
Okay, so
Questions today. Well, if you do have any questions, feel free. They put Michelle put her phone number in the chat. If you have any other questions, you can also
mine's
send
in there too.
Okay.
Mine's in there too.
Is it in there?
Do you see it?
I saw it.
Oh, I
You know
know.
what? Oh, no, it went direct. Sorry.
It's direct message. Oh, all right. Let me change this, everyone.
And then you can also send any questions to me if you have any. But Kareem, I think I said your name wrong at the start, so forgive me for that.
No, that's okay. That's all right. Everyone does. It's fine.
Kareem, Michelle. Well, thank you both. I really appreciate you both taking the time today. And let's see.
And yeah, Yasmin asked about the Facebook group name.
What's that? It's the same thing. If you type in NJ/DE or RC, it should come up. They both come up actually. So
you know, Corinne, one thing I just thought about that we can explain, because the changeover a couple years ago. So if agents are in business a long time and you've heard of CRS and you didn't know what RRC was, the council decided to clarify a couple years back. So RRC is the Residential Real Estate Council,
right.
And CRS is who we are. So the RRC is the count, is the thing, and the CRS is the person.
That's right. Yeah, that happened a few years back. Some people weren't happy with that, but I can see where they were going with it because they wanted to do so much more than the designation. They wanted to offer more certifications and more classes and more help with broker solutions. So they wanted to kind of bundle it all and then have the CRS designation as the premier, you know, the top. So yeah, CRS.com is the website. Feel free to go and browse through there. And if you're not a member, I do have a discount code. So if you'd like to, I'll put this in the chat, and I'm 95% sure that it still works. So it's NJDERRC 22. And when you use that code, if you're a new member, brand new member, or a lapsed member that has not been a member for the past year, you can use that code and get a discount. And I think it's, I forget the discount price, 20, maybe 20%, 15.
Yeah, I don't remember, but you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so feel free to use that code, and that's wonderful. Yasmin says she's going to
Yasmin,
be signing
wonderful.
up. Awesome.
I'd
That's
love to
great.
know in the chat, are there any realtors on who are already CRS or maybe lapsed members? You can even tell me privately if you like.
We'd love to get you all involved.
Yeah.
And again, you can be a member. That's $195 a year, and then 5 years
Work
down the
towards your
road,
designation.
get your designation. Yeah. So it's a great network, great organization. So wonderful. All right.
All righty. Well, thank you both again.
Thank you
Really
so much, Wes.
appreciate
We really appreciate the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Yeah, not a problem. And I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys down here in Delaware.
We are looking forward to it. We will be down soon.
Sounds good.
And
Thank
at your
you.
convention, because I really like going to your convention in person. So
Well, it'll be at the beach this year, down in Dewey.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Ooh, wonderful.
Do we have the dates for that?
Yes, but I do not remember them off the top of my head. I think it's the 13th and 14th of October, if that's Thursday and Friday.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. All right.
All right.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank
Thank
you.
you both again. Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.